Welcome to Key Travels. My name is Amber Key, and I like to share with you videos of different things that you can do while you are here in San Antonio. Whether you are visiting or you're a local like me and you're just trying to discover something new to do in your own city. Well, on this video that I post on Mondays, I like to call it What's Happening in San Antonio. So it is a breakdown of different things that you can do throughout the week to give you a kind of idea on how to plan out your week on what you'd want to do. Now, San Antonio is a really big city, and so there's no way I am going to be able to mention every single thing that happens in this city because there's so much going on. So I kind of pick and choose what I want to highlight, and some places they do things every single week, so I'm not going to mention those places because I will mention them at some point. But I'm not going to keep on mentioning them because one, it would be very repetitious, and two, this video would end up being about 4 hours long and nobody wants to watch that. So I kind of do a breakdown of my favorite things that I have found. So for this week, between March 16th and March 22nd, what's happening in San Antonio? So let's talk about it. So tomorrow, Tuesday, March 17th, is St. Patrick's Day. Now, most of the celebration for St. Patrick's Day down in downtown San Antonio did happen over the weekend, this past weekend. So that's when we dyed the river green. There was a river parade. If you missed out, you definitely need to try to plan to be here and go downtown for San Antonio for St. Patrick's Day, because we love St. Patrick's Day here. Every single bar sells green beer. It is fun. It's a great time. And there are so many live performances going on, like at La Vallita. It is such a great atmosphere to be in. So if you have not experienced St. Patrick's Day in downtown, I would highly recommend that you do that. Now, for an actual traditional Irish experience, I would definitely recommend that for St. Patrick's Day, you go to the Cottage. Now, the Cottage is one of my favorite places to go. It is an Irish pub located on Broadway, right across from the Whitty Museum. And it is such a great place. They have your traditional Irish food. So think fish and chips, bangers and mash, cottage pie. They have all that stuff. And of course, they have a great selection of beer and whiskey. Of course, because Ireland, because I'm pretty sure they were baptized in whiskey there. So they have a great selection. And on Tuesdays, they always have a special where you buy one, get one 50% off of the fish and chips. So, I mean, that would be a great thing with being St. Patrick's Day. Get some fish and chips and enjoy some live music, because starting at about 2 o'clock, they're going to have some live music that will be going on throughout the day. And so that would definitely be a great way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Now, on March 19th, is a bold new circus at the Tobin Center. Now, this is from 7 to 9 p.m. and tickets start at around $38. This is an all-inclusive kind of circus. So this is for everyone, people to represent everyone throughout the entire spectrum. And this is a truly diverse experience, and it is a lot of fun, and it brings a lot of joy and laughter. So this would be something great to do for the entire family, and I would highly recommend that you go and check that out at the Tobin Center. Now, everything that I talk about in this video, I am going to have links for everything down in the description below. So if you want to check this out, you don't have to, Google it or look for it on your own. I will have the links for everything down below, so you can check that out very easily. Now, on March 19th, there's going to be a watch party for the Spurs versus the Suns game. Now, what makes this very special is that this is going to be hosted by Spurs Jesus. Now, if you don't know who Spurs Jesus is, one, you're probably not from San Antonio. And two, you're probably not a Spurs fan, because if you are a Spurs fan that lives here in San Antonio, you know who Spurs Jesus is. And so he dresses up, he, kind of resembles Jesus, but he is in complete Spurs getup and everything. So it is really, really great. It's a lot of fun, and he is going to have a watch party from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. at Oto's Ice House. Now, this is located at the Pearl. It is an outdoor bar and grill where they're going to have outdoor seating, and it is right there on the banks of the San Antonio River at the Pearl. And they're actually extending their happy hour just for watch party extendees, so you can get a really good deal on those happy hour, foods and drinks and everything. So you can get those happy hour specials because they are expanding that just for the guests. And the first 50 guests that arrive for this will receive complimentary chips and salsa upon arrival. So, don't miss the energy and the fun and the chance to cheer on the Spurs with this ultimate experience. So it would definitely be a lot of fun to be gathered around other Spurs fans and cheer on the Spurs as they go against the Suns. And the Spurs have been doing so good lately, and so I would highly recommend that because it would be a lot of fun. Now, on March 20th, at the Japanese Tea Garden is I Am Every Woman. So this is a jazz performance at 7:30 to 10 p.m. Tickets are $20 for this. And I Am Every Woman is a one-night experience. It is honoring women who shape jazz, and it celebrates Women's History Month with an unforgettable evening of live music, soul, and inspiration. I Am Every Woman is a powerful musical tribute honoring the voices, the strength, and the legacy of women throughout timeless songs and moving performances, which definitely sounds like it would be a great experience. Now, if jazz is not your thing and you're looking for something a little bit more fun to do, on March 20th from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. is the Haunted Cocktail Hour at Victoria's Black Swan Inn. Now, Victoria's Black Swan Inn has a reputation of being extremely haunted. So this would be a lot of fun. You can join and have a tour of the historic building of the historic inn. It is perfect for a date night or even an evening out with friends. The tour does include one shot to start the tour, and then at the close of the night, you get 3 refreshing cocktails and a dessert. So definitely go check that out. Again, the link is down below, so you can check that out and figure out how to reserve a spot for this, because that definitely sounds like a very unique evening. Now, if cocktails are not your thing, but you still want to check out the Victorian Black Swan Inn, on March 21st from 12 to 1 p.m., they are having a regular tour. So this one's not going to include the shots or the alcohol, the cocktails or anything. It's not going to include that, but it still would be a lot of fun. And this one does include a tour of the home or the inn, because normally you cannot go inside the building at Black Swan Inn unless you have a tour. So this allows you to go inside the mansion and look around. Now, the Black Swan Inn, they do host a lot of different events, and they also have different markets as well that you can go to. But the tour allows you to go inside the mansion, which would definitely be a lot of fun, and I would highly recommend that. I know it's something I plan on doing at some point, to get some video footage of it and look around and have that for one of my videos that I post on Fridays. Now, on Saturday, March 21st at 6 p.m. at the Little Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, they are having pasta and punchline. So tickets for this is $35. So you start off the evening with a hearty Italian buffet. So this is going to have your spaghetti and meatballs, your creamy chicken, fettuccine, salad, and garlic bread, and all the different Italian sides. And then once you fill up and you're nice and full, they're going to have an evening where you can settle in, and it's going to be a packed night of comedy and lots of laughter. So that would be a lot of fun to check out. And, tickets are only about $35, as I mentioned. And so it works for a really budget day, because not only do you get your meal, but you get, a fun activity as well. So that would be a nice little budget date night. So not a $50 date night like I've done a video before, but a $70 date night. So that's not too bad. And then, so this would be, great to, pair food and nonstop entertainment as well. So that would be a great thing to do. Now, on Sunday, March 22nd, is the third annual Polo in the Park. So Polo returns to the Breckenridge Park. This is going to be from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And it sounds like a lot of fun. And, the Breckenridge Park, they used to host polo games back in the 1930s and the 1980s, between 1930s and 1980, they used to have it. And so this marks the grand return for the park's 125th anniversary. So they brought it back 3 years ago in 2024. I think it was, is when they brought it back for the 125th anniversary of the polo games. So this is the third annual event for that celebration. I hope they continue doing it. It sounds like a lot of fun. I personally plan on being there this Sunday. So I'm going to be dressed up. They do suggest that you get into the spirit of the 1930s of the polo matches, and so think women in sundresses with the hats. I plan on being there. I'm gonna have a red hat on, so if you are there and you see me, definitely stop by, say hi. I'd love to meet you. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be recording it. So if you don't get a chance to go, look out for that video. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when that video comes out, because I will be making a video and posting that, because that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm going to be living my best Pretty Woman life there. So if you've seen the movie, there's that one scene where they go to the polo match and then they have like the stomping on the divots. I hope I get to do that. I want to stomp on the divot, because that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. And this is a free event. So it is free for general admission. And there will be food trucks there available for purchase, where you can purchase food at the food trucks. And then there's also going to be select opportunities for VIP guests as well to reserve exclusive tent with prime viewing and catering. So definitely try to embrace that classic fashion and have a great time and enjoy a polo match. I mean, it sounds like a lot of fun. Like I said, maybe I'll see you there. Now, also on Sundays at the St. Paul Square on March 22nd, they are having an all ages event where they're going to have workshops, and it's going to have family friendly programming alongside with expansive farmers market offering fresh produce and local honey, sourdoughs, and more. There's also going to be the second annual spring plant swap as well. Now this is going to be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So this is over at St. Paul Square. And again, this is a free event. It has some educational opportunities as well. There's no tickets or RSVP that's required. Just go and have a great time. Now, on March 21st and March 22nd is the 68th annual San Antonio Folk Life and Dance Festival. Now, this is at Rolling Oaks Mall, and it is from 11:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And you celebrate the culture, music, and dance at the 68th annual San Antonio Folklore and Dance Festival. Enjoy a vibrant, family-friendly experience featuring interactive, multicultural performances that highlight traditions from around the world. So the festival highlights include traditional and contemporary dance performances, live music from diverse cultures, an interactive and engaging experience for all ages. Now, this is a free admission, so it is a completely free experience as well as free parking. So definitely go and check that out. It sounds like it would be a lot of fun to do. And then, again, that's going to be on the 21st and the 22nd, so it's going to be on Saturday and Sunday. So go check that out. Now, for fun dining in San Antonio, so this is not something that is happening on one particular day, but it's kind of something that they're doing for a while now. So at the Emily Morgan Hotel, they are having Le Petit Chef. So if you don't know what this is a cultural experience that is interactive. They have like these videos that you have on your table and on your plate, where it has like these little tiny chefs that are kind of like putting together your meal and kind of interact with you. It is a lot of fun. It is a great experience. It is an expensive experience. So the Le Petit Chef is from France, and you have different chefs. So it has the world's smallest chefs from Spain, Italy, Japan, and then of course France. So you have these little chefs, and they're kind of competing together. You have your menu, which you can choose from 3 different kinds of menus. You can have the classic menu, which is $190. I told you, not cheap. This is an expensive experience. A vegetarian menu for $150, or there's the kids menu for $80. Now, one thing you do have to keep in mind is that the video is going to be the same for all of them. So it is based off of the classic menu, so it may not match up exactly with the vegetarian menu or the kids menu, because it is based kind of around the classic one. But you will have each course is set from, you know, Spain, and then Italy, and then Japan, and then France. So you're going to have something from each course is going to be represented by a different country. And so it is a lot of fun. It would be a great experience, something unique to do. But yes, it is a very pricey experience. But it is definitely something that would be worth doing, I think, at least once if you can afford it. Now also I want to mention, do a brief mention of different things that I think is really great. So, I did mention this last week. So over at the Cove, there is free dance lessons, where you can learn West Coast swing. They have tasty burgers there. So maybe check them out. And then of course, Stable Hall usually has free dance lessons as well on Tuesdays. So that's just a couple of things. Also, Paper Tiger has live music. Again, I said, I can't mention every single thing that is happening in San Antonio, because there is so much that goes on in San Antonio. But hopefully, you know, if you go to one of the things that I mentioned here, hopefully you have a great time if you go. And if you do go to any of these events that I've mentioned, please comment down below. Let me know what you thought of these different events. If you are planning an event in the future, please contact me and let me know, and I will make sure to include it and highlight it in one of my future videos. Now, I like to post videos, like I said, a video like this, which is my What's Happening in San Antonio video. I like to post this on Mondays so that you can be prepared for the week ahead of you. But on Fridays, I like to post videos where I kind of just focus on one particular place. So last week I did the zoo. This week is going to be about the water park at Six Flags. I love Six Flags, so if you have not been, you definitely need to go. I am such a theme park girly. I love going to Six Flags. I do enjoy SeaWorld as well. I have many videos about those parks because I go there very often. And they just recently opened up the water parks again, so I'm going to go and check that out. And so that's going to be my next video that I plan on doing. So because, you know, who doesn't love a water park? So I particularly love more like the lazy river, so I'm definitely going to be there. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, give me a good thumbs up, and also, you know, subscribe, because subscribing really helps my channel grow. I have now, from the time I'm making this video right now, I have 113 subscribers. So I passed that 100 mark, which I was really hoping to do. But the next big one for me would be the 500. So I'd absolutely would love to do 500. At that point, I can actually have what they call Patreons, so which would be a monthly subscription. And I already have some really great ideas for Patreons, where I would offer a newsletter, which would be a written like document of everything here that I'd email you, so you'd get that. Plus you'd have access to this video on Friday when I record it versus Monday when I post it, so you'd have a little bit of advance notice. And then also I would have polls available for Patreons as well, so they can kind of choose what I record, so you guys would have a voice and an opinion on what I would post on Fridays. So definitely look out for that in the future. Again, I have to be 500 for that, which it seems so far away. And then of course the biggest one, the biggest goal is 1,000. So please help me reach that goal. I would so love to be able to do that, at least do the 500. I really appreciate everyone's support. It means so much to me that you are supporting my channel. For the most part, I just love having fun with it. I love San Antonio. I love talking about San Antonio, and I love going and trying all these different places and recording and making videos about it. So hopefully you enjoy it as much, you enjoy these videos as much as I love making these videos. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day. Have a great time here in San Antonio. And remember, I am the key to your best vacation.